Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Neal. We're trying out something a little bit new here today, and we're going to go live here and just hang out with me as I do some work. Hopefully, we get some people. We want to try out whether or not I can bring people on camera. Just trying out all the different platforms we have. You know, social media just continues to evolve every day. It gets to a point where they're adding new features and they don't necessarily like update you with them. So you got to just try stuff out. And that's really what we're doing right here today. I'm here in my office and I'm doing some work. I'm actually working on some market research reports, which is super invigorating and fun. It actually is. It's pretty cool because you get to report back all the cool things that you got to see while you're out on tour and all the fun stuff that you got to do, and then help companies, you know, better their products or better their offerings or whatever they do. So one of the things, though, like I mentioned, is we want to test this platform out. We've never, you know, gone live on YouTube very often, and our subscribership is actually building quite a bit. We're up to, oh shoot, like 200 plus people, which is really awesome because, you know, we're putting in some effort. If you guys have seen, there's like a natural progression of, you know, skills evolutions that we're doing in our video editing, our video production. And, you know, we're proud of it. You know, it's like I came from, you know, turning wrenches to producing videos for, you know, big companies and for ourselves. And I think that's pretty awesome. So we want to share that with you. And, you know, the main reason is because we want to add value to what you do. We know our followers work hard every day. And if we can add some value to what you do, you know, we're killing it, right? We're doing what we got to do. But I'm just wondering if anybody's out there watching, if you can hear me loud and clear. It looks like we got one viewer. It's probably my buddy, which is cool. But if you can hear me, just let me know. I'm gonna try to see if we do have somebody here, if we can bring them on camera, even if they don't want to be, right? So I don't know. Microphone check. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Yeah, sounds like I got some little dots there. Sounds all right. We can chat. Let's look at some of these functions here. Participants. So we got Tower Climb and Grease Monkeys are participating. Oh, that's us. Hey, so that's cool. Anyway, this seems pretty neat. Say something. We'll be like, hey, what's up? So what we do at TCGM is we give away a bunch of cool stuff usually on these live videos. Facebook usually, you know, is where we do most of that because that's where most of our following is. Just it's neat to try out some new stuff though every once in a while and see how you can go. We got pop out chat, whatever that is. We got a little pop out screen here. You can chat with somebody. Live chat, all messages are visible. That's pretty neat. You can put it on a separate screen. It's kind of fun. There was a little ninja that popped up while I was there. Oh, that's fun. Oh, we got some emojis here. Oh, these ones kind of look like little gumdrops. Look at this guy. Let's send him out there. This is kind of cool. Oh, you can change colors of stuff. Search emojis. That's kind of cool. It looks like there's a 200 character limit on what you can actually post up here. Let's see what this is. Toggle timestamps. Interesting. Well, that's pretty cool. I wonder if I logged in. I'm going to try this out. I'm going to see if I can log in to my own personal YouTube and watch this and then see if I can create some kind of interaction where I can bring myself on camera. Probably create some weird so let's see here. We search out TCGM and see if I pop up. Oh, it shows that I'm live right here. That's pretty cool. There I am. I don't know if you guys can even see that, but here I am. Turn that down. Hey, cool. Now there's 2 people watching. Hey, I'm watching myself. Oh, there's somebody else watching too. Oh, that's cool. We're just playing around today. If you're hanging out with me, good for you. I appreciate you hanging out. We're gonna try to do something here. We're trying to come up with another platform where we can interview people. That's one of the goals of this. But I can't seem to actually see who's watching and see if I can bring them on the screen. Show that there's 3 people there, and that's cool. Oh, there's Daniel. Daniel, I don't know if I can pull you in, Daniel. That would be cool if I could, but I'm not sure how to do that. It looks like you can share this on pretty much anything, LinkedIn or whatever it is. That might be useful. There's a lot of people on LinkedIn that could watch, but we really want to try to see if this is something that can be a little bit more interactive than Facebook, kind of testing both of the texts out to see if it's something that could be better than what we're already using. Doesn't look like you're able to bring anybody online. I could Google it really quick. So let's Google. Can you bring people on camera YouTube Live? Okay, Facebook Live with 2 people. How to add a guest. Oh, looks like that's Facebook. Well, that's pretty cool, but let's check that out. Let's see. Oh.
Our job is to sell socks.
Doesn't look like there's a feature for us to bring on anybody from the participants who are watching, which is unfortunate. YouTube, you need to step your game up, especially since you're all community driven. And for whatever reason, I'm not sure exactly why, but they seem to fight each other. YouTube and Facebook, they don't like each other. I guess it's 2 competing technologies. For me, I try to use this just to connect people as much as I can. That's all we're about. You know, we want to create a community, talk to people, give them just something to watch that's helpful. We did an interview with a gal on Instagram. Her name is Sophia. We did that Wednesday, and that went over really well. But one of the things is it was hard to figure out how to actually save the information or save the video. And I figured it out later, but it wasn't until it was over, so I couldn't see any. But shout out to Daniel. Daniel, can you hear me? Okay, does it sound all right? You know, this is just a test. If it goes over well, we might actually produce a little bit more here. It seems like the audio is kind of a little bit soft. Maybe you can give us some feedback. Hey, Daniel says this is off today. Always wanted to catch a live. Oh, and it sounds good. Awesome. Sound is good. Well, thanks, man. Thanks for the feedback. I appreciate that. I'd really love to figure out how to add as moderator. Maybe I'm going to try to add you as a moderator really quick. And if you're okay with that, we'll see what that does. Add as moderator. It says Daniel is now a moderator. So congratulations, man. I don't know what that means. But maybe that gives you some extra privileges here. You never know until you try this stuff out. So as a moderator, maybe you can do something fun. Now, maybe you have extra features. And just curious, Daniel, are you, oh, he's feeling powerful. Very nice. Are you on a mobile device or are you on a desktop? Let's figure that out. I love it. Feeling powerful today. Oh, it looks like you can Oh, you're on a phone. Cool. Yeah, I'm looking at this on my phone here too, which is kind of silly, and it's kind of like a weird little thing. But I eventually got to get back to work here. But I kind of wanted to see if this would work. Just watching this, I can share it very easily, and I can give it a thumbs up. If I press the down arrow, not so much is going on. So I don't think that there's an option to add people. So I think we determined that for sure. It's kind of neat that it notified you though that we were going live. I think that's cool. So I'm thinking that if you're a subscriber, then you get a notification. I'm not sure how that works with Facebook. But Daniel, is this something? Is this something that you use quite often? YouTube? Do you use Facebook at all? I think one of the things is that we like to do is kind of spread ourselves out to multiple platforms, just to kind of reach everybody. Some people are Facebook users. Some people are just stay off of that kind of social media. I know I can see why. It gets a little crazy. All right, so Candy says, I added you as a channel on my phone, and it's letting me comment. Absolutely. Well, welcome to our test of us hanging out here. We are testing out the capabilities of YouTube Live, what we can do with it. We were trying to bring somebody on the camera, but and share the screen, so maybe we could do this for like interviews and whatever. But it doesn't seem to be supporting that function at all. But it is it's a pretty nice platform. I'm using a fairly low quality camera on an old laptop that I have, so I don't think probably the picture quality is so great, but that's okay. I'm clicking around here. I bet you we could share this thing to some places if we really wanted to get some viewership. I just don't really have much to talk about, so I just keep clicking kind of the same things, hoping that I can get more out of it. But I can hear myself. The audio sounds good on my end too, which is cool because I picked this up. It's like this snowball. I got this just at Walmart, and I actually got it for my daughter. We like to make videos and stuff, and she likes music and all that, and then I ended up using it. So maybe I got it for myself. I don't know. But for the quality, I mean, you can't beat it. We've talked for a long time about creating a podcast, and one of the things with that is you just have to have really solid audio. I'm having a fun time figuring it all out. How do you actually create a podcast? Do you need one? I think it'd be fun to just be able to, you kind of say, I'm on iTunes, or I'm on, some one of those podcasting channels. I just use iTunes. Well, now I guess I ditched Apple, so I'm on this other device here. But I'm gonna see, just curiosity. We're gonna share this to Facebook and see what it does. Oh, it says if I share that here though, that it'll leave the site. So I don't know if I want to do that, because I think this will shut down. But one of the neat things is I can go onto other tabs, and this thing still records. And one of the things too is YouTube just really came out with this, so you could do this right on your desktop and on your phone. Haven't been around too long. Before, you used to have to use some software called like OBS, and you'd have to take a URL and put it in there, and then there was some stuff, and there was always some latency problems there where my voice wouldn't match up with my mouth, and that's kind of silly. But curious to the people that are watching right now, Daniel and Kendi, how did you guys find us, and what do you see TCGM as, and where we're going? I would love to hear from you. I think it's cool to figure out how people found our community and what we do. Most people that do find us work in the wind industry somehow. So cool. Daniel says, I'm in wind. Cool, man. I'm in wind too. It's been a minute. It started a long time ago, and now I just keep hanging out, and they can't get rid of me. Oh man. Oh, this is kind of neat though. So I think we could definitely host some live giveaways here on YouTube. I think we can do that kind of stuff. Candy says, popped up on my phone that you're going live. It says, I'm on site at Desert Sky. Oh, cool, man. Desert Sky. I'm not quite sure where that is. Maybe I should know. I'm guessing California, but I could be wrong. Oh, it's in New Mexico. Oh, cool. Desert Sky. Man, we were going right through there. Right side outside of Iran, Texas. Sorry I missed you. Yeah, I didn't get to make it to your site, which is unfortunate. But we went to so many sites and spent a lot of good time. Maybe some other time we can come through there. It's always fun to visit, guys, and especially the places in the remote locations. All the time. We go to the ones that are in remote locations, and people, they get pretty excited because you don't always get a ton of visitors out there, but if you do, you get a visit from the Tower Climb and Grease Monkeys. We usually hook you up. Pretty much every site we went to, they just like walked away with like these big boxes of stuff, and that's fun. Oh, I met your friend Annette from Goldwind. Yes. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was a cool site. The last trip was a fun trip. Yeah, we had a good time. And if you're excited to see more, we produced one video so far, which is the first video from the tour, and there are going to be more coming on that whole tour. We're probably going to produce at least 10 more videos from that. We've got so much content, like over 2 terabytes worth of content. And the neat thing is we ended up having some people join us to do some filming and stuff, so I didn't have to do it all myself. So I had a buddy of mine, and then our friends from Creative Canon, who are in Amarillo, Texas, and they followed us around for a little bit, went to our meetup that we had, and got some great stuff with there. It's always good to have somebody with that like creative outlook, and just you could tell the difference between them shooting something than me, because there was just like a skills gap there for sure. So Candy says, I missed you in Oregon and now in Texas. Oh no. So you were in Oregon too, and I missed you there. That's a bummer. So it was really just me on that West Coast tour. I had my buddy Kevin with me in the beginning, but he had to bail out pretty much as soon as we got up into Oregon. He got up there, and his grandma had passed away, and so he needed to go visit her. I was just kind of a bummer because I was having a lot of fun with him. But man, was that just a beautiful trip. I love the West Coast. I'm so glad I did that because it gave me the opportunity to get hyped about it. I mean, I wouldn't have wanted to go on another trip if the first one really just sucked. So I had a lot of fun with it. But wow, I think one of I can tell you this much. I think one of the coolest sites that I've ever been to was probably a Canon site on the Washington side of the Columbia River. And man, that was a beautiful view. I have some drone footage that I really need to get that stuff out. That's the one thing. When you run your own business and you got all this stuff going on, you have just like loads of content just stuck in hard drives. I literally have, I can show you here in my drawer. I have the one that's plugged in right now. That's 4 terabytes. I have this one. I got this one here. This one crashed on me, but luckily I had backed up most of it. I got another little guy, solid state here. I've got a bunch of these travel ones. I've got one still in the box. So if you can imagine, and then here's one more. There it is right there. You can imagine just like all of this great information, plus whatever we have on Dropbox, just piled up in these drives. And what's the point of it? You guys need to see it, right? You need to see all that cool stuff when I was out there on the adventure. And, the neat thing about our trip to Texas was we got to do some cool interviews. And you guys let me know if you think it's a cool idea. But, there's Steve. Hey, man. So, Steve, I'm trying this out. I'm trying out my my YouTube here, seeing what capabilities I have. But one of the neat things is on those interviews, we got all this cool information. We had standard questions to text. And I was thinking about having like a tech of the month or like a tech Tuesday or just like featured text that we put on our website or our channel here or something like that. And those videos could be edited pretty well and quick and get out there and then just give people a voice. Because we love to interview people and I like to do it live. I think that's fun, but also just interviewing people that we met along the way that's maybe just not as comfortable talking about some things on a live camera. I think it would be neat. You let me know what you guys think. And this is a kind of a fun little user group here that allow us to kind of knock around some ideas. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. The intention was to just leave this go and be live for a while and just do some work. But I got distracted by reading your comments and stuff. So Daniel says, so how about a cool forum? Yeah, man. Where techs can talk shop. Well, we have the Tower Climbing Grease Monkeys Facebook group, and you probably are a part of that already. But if you're not, I'll send a link so that you have it. Now, I'm with you. I wanted to create a forum as well, but we were having some issues coming up with how we were going to make money. Because one of the things is I can't invest $20,000 in like a cool forum how we want to have it, and then not be able to make money on it. Forums, they can be kind of pricey, especially the way that we wanted to use it. We wanted to have it be a technical forum where you could ask questions about turbines. And again, we kind of already do that in the Tower Climbing Grease Monkeys Facebook group. Not kind of, we do that on the Tower Climbing Grease Monkeys group. So wasn't sure if that was going to be the best way to spend our money. Right now, I think the best way is on a jobs board. Simply a place where people can go and look for jobs. That's it. And companies can post them because, we've got a good track record of getting people work. And, might as well just offer that up. And so we got a lot of companies that are willing to do that. And so I think it'd be fun. Daniel says, an organized forums. Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. So you're on the same page. We were going to have a drop down of, hey, look, these are all the people. You create a login, and then you have, a question about a GE 1.5 converter system, and then you can ask the question, and that what can be queried. But if you think about it, something like that was going to require a large server database, and that's what makes it so expensive. But I think that it's a great idea. Always have thought it's a great idea. I don't know if all the industry is ready for it, but I've always pushed the limits anyway. I don't think the industry was ready for the Tower Climbing Grease Monkeys group and all that it was doing, and we were constantly pushing the limits anyway. So this is just one of those things where, you know, you kind of have to put the foot forward and do it. Looks like we got some more comments here, and maybe a few more people hanging out. This is kind of fun. Just started this off and didn't just to try it out, and then we ended up getting some people coming in. Is there a way you could get sponsors for advertising? Absolutely, Candy. That was really the only way to do it, besides asking people to, you know, pay for a subscription, which I wanted to avoid that. I know, you know, wind turbine techs, they do decent, but as far as like monetarily making a living, but I don't know if I want to say, hey, look, pay for the subscription. I wouldn't really want to pay a subscription for something like that. But selling banner ads and things like that, that's exactly what would pay for the site. So yeah, you're on the right track, and that's what I was thinking too. So Jonathan Watson, what's up, buddy? Jonathan Watson. He asks, up a piece of junk Vestas turbine right now, if anybody cares. Good for you, man. What model is it? Is it an old one? So Daniel says, sell Intel to companies. Yeah, I don't know if that means selling users information. I try to not do that. I just don't do that. Maybe you mean something else. Have you watched the wind power video? Oh, what'd you think? Yeah, Steve asked, did you guys watch the wind power video? We put some time and effort into that. Basically the best of wind power here on YouTube. Hopefully you saw it. If you did, let us know. If you didn't, let us know in the comments of the video what you thought. And if you really like it, share it. Daniel says, from forum discussions. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Frankly, the forum, I think, is going to get me sued. And I know as soon as I get sued, that's probably like the thing that makes me realize, yeah, I got something here, right? And just like when I created the group, I got threatened by my job from a large company. So, and I knew I had something there. So it's possible to do that. Candy says, haven't seen it yet. Yeah, you should go check it out, Candy. It's right on our YouTube page. Jonathan's up at Vestas 7H. Wow, I've never even heard of that model, dude. Or 7 hours. Maybe that's what you're saying. You've been up there for 7 hours. Oh, okay. Steve's got to get back to work. And for those of you guys who don't know Steve, he is basically my right-hand man here at TCGM. He's been a long time friend of mine, and he's really cool and helps us out. And so he just thinks this is fun, and hopefully one day I get to make him a paid employee and official partner. But we're growing. This is only year one. You know, he always keeps me in check, you know, like, hey, this is only year one, man. You're doing pretty good so far. And I agree. I think we're doing pretty good, and I'm having fun. I'm humble. Oh, Jonathan's up a Vestas V100. Oh, cool, man. We got some video of that, actually. Oh, it would be really cool to share my screen, and I could show you some of that. Using the OBS software, I could do that, and I could have a little bit more functionality there. But just using this particular platform where you just go live on YouTube, you can't do that. But we've been up a few different Vestas V100s. I think the last one was at Spinning Spur 2. And we just like sprayed WD-40 everywhere and cleaned stuff and tested things out. That was a lot of fun. I think the one before that was up in Palouse. That was a lot of fun. The guys up there, we changed out a pitch ram seal. That was not as fun, but that's part of the job. You got to do what you got to do. So I think that's funny. Well, so far, I think YouTube Live here has been a pretty good success. and it seems to have pretty decent quality. I'd love to answer any questions before I get off of here and get back to work. If you guys have any questions for me, I don't care what they are. I'm an open book. And if you guys haven't noticed, I wear my heart on my sleeve. It's right there. See, it's right there. It's got a dagger in it, but it's right there. So if you guys have any questions for me, please shoot them off to me. I'll answer your questions the best that I can. And please, if you guys are interested in being interviewed, I know you probably got cool stories, so let me know, and I'll totally interview you. And we could do it on Facebook, or we could do it on Instagram. Unfortunately, YouTube, we cannot do it here. At least not in this particular platform. I might be able to figure out some other way. So nice. The one thing is like, I got to figure out, I'm going to try this out. Now, I'm going to try to share this to, I don't know, let's share this to Facebook. And it says, leave site, change you made not be saved. Oh, okay. I can't share this on my own. But I'm going to try it. And then if I get cut off,